Welcome back everyone to the complete Pineleaf. I have reached the line of terror and the Ramas de Luon, and it is time for us to get through this zone of dread, and hopefully we will be able to find our way in through the other side. It's getting lighter now. Ah, still makes your heart heavy, even if you know how to get through. Now, where to look for Golidir? Something about dwarves. This looks like the kind of place a dwarf might like. Of course, it's also a kind of place where you might run into a vicious ambush. No, that's definitely dwarvish. A traveler! You should speak with Avar immediately. Alright, I guess I should think on doing something like that. I also speak with Horth.
What do you want?
Just a few places where I could see if I can get to and from. Whee! Well. Ooh! A ranger! That sounds like something that would be useful to talk with. Hello there! Do you know anything about Golidir? I come from Coronir.
Shadow is on my spirit.
And who are you exactly? If you are not a servant of the Shadow of Angmar, how did you pass through the Ramas de Luon and not perish? Coronir had me go through a series of quests to figure out how to get through, and yeah, it's a pretty tough nut to crack, but I got through in the end. Oh, Coronir, then. That is joyous news to hear that he's still alive. Your coming is a trump of victory to us. It is, well, a trump of victory.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
It is a pity that Coronir could not steel his heart against the Watchers of Ramas de Luron. The power of the Watching Stones is terrible. Many of the Hellmen tried to flee back through the Ramas de Luron and perished. We marched on, but ere we ever came upon Carndum, we were beset by orcs and creatures most terrible. Golidir was lost, and our numbers were scattered. The scarce remnant that remains has barely managed to avoid the snares of the enemy for these last few years, but I fear Angmar has grown too strong, and we will not be able to hide forever. I have learned that one party of my kindred is encamped in a place called Goth Forthnir, far to the north of the eastern reaches of Himbar. Go to them, if you would, and lend them what aid you may, to find the rangers of Goth Forthnir. Set forth to Goth Forthnir. Oh, and what did you need me to speak about?
Greetings.
You've come at the behest of the men of the West, have you? Good, good. Someone who is not our foe, but a friend. Oh, or so I hope. I think I finally found Goth Forthnir. Hopefully there'll be somebody here. Are there any rangers left alive around here? And have any of them heard of Golidir if there are? Ooh, the sky up here is so weird in Angmar. I wonder why anyone would want to come here. I don't know, I feel like I'm crazy for coming in here. Ooh. I think I see a ranger. Alright. Are there more up here? Hopefully there are. Let's see. Goth Forthnir. And it looks like an abode. You have brought much needed supply to Goth Forthnir, friend. You have brought hope. Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Oh, hello there. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about the fate of Golidir. Someone by the name of Coronir is looking to learn anything he can.
What can I do for you?
You have come from Cornir by way of Brygir? Welcome then, and well met. Indeed, we could use your aid. These last few years have seen us nearly vanquished. But it is not for me to tell you our woes. You should enter within to speak with Lorniel, Guladir's daughter. Well, I suppose that she'll know something about Guladir after all, right? I would hope. Hello there. Is this Lorniel's room? Ah, thank you. There we go. And this way. Now, in the past, we used to have a porting system where you had to go through there, and it was gated through and all that. But they changed it since then, probably because they have phasing now, so they could move the characters along without having to worry about people popping in at the wrong time. So let's speak with Lorniel.
What do you need?
I do not believe good fortune alone brings you hither, my good hobbit. Come, we have much to speak about. Ooh?
Would you do something for me?
If you came from Brygir, I have no doubt you heard my father was lost. He was indeed lost to us, but I do not believe he was slain. I have heard reports from our allies that he was taken captive and is being held within the dungeons of Carn Dûm. Oh, based on anything I've heard about Carn Dûm, that's not a fun place to be. Right. One such ally, a sympathetic hillman from the hostile eastern tribes named Rochnal, claims that he has acquired a scroll from the libraries of Carn Dûm that tells how to gain access into the city. If you would meet Rochnal and obtain the scroll from him, it would be a tremendous step forward, freeing my father from the clutches of the enemy. Be wary, though. He will be waiting just south of Baal Kothermach, a hillman village which lies to the southwest of Gothforthnir. Most of the hillmen there are in the service of the Iron Crown. Oh, goody goody geez. Hello there. Welcome to Gothforthnir. I am your hostess, Lorniel. Please let you know that if you do things that you need to collect this scroll, and if you do anything wrong, don't worry, a few hundred hostile hillmen will just attack you. Fun! Now all we have to do is to find this friendly tribesman in this nest of some of the nastiest enemies you're going to find in Middle-earth, and some of the most stunning bats too, apparently. And we'll head off in this direction. Probably have to kill a thing or three along the way, but isn't that par for the course in this particular series? There you go. Now, probably won't have to kill everything, but some of these things are surely going to take exception to my presence. Either that or they'll just like having Hobbit for lunch. I am killing the bats because I have a quest for them. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. I think you'll be somewhere in this area. Hopefully. There are plenty of spiders, that's for sure. How about if the hillman got eaten up by spiders, actually? Just to make sure I don't get surprised by spiders while talking to him. We will take care of one of these. And there you go. Now. Well, I guess he's hiding in the bushes, which helps. Maybe he won't be detected. Hell! Are you Ragnar?
The trade galore are surrounded by enemies.
You were sent here by the woman from the south? Here, take the scroll. My people are suspicious. I must go at once. Alright, very well. Let us get away from here. Well, apparently this Marival is... Oh, kicker. Yes, there you go. I'll take care of her. Yeah, that'll do. I need one more to finish the quest. And then I could return to Lorniel, all happy that I got the scroll. Hopefully there is something useful in there. I have the scroll.
How can I be of service?
You found it then? Ah, so this is the scroll that he told me of. Let's see it.
Would you do something for me?
I fear we may have been deceived, Pineleaf, for this scroll is written in the Black speech, and may say nothing of value. I cannot say, for Black speech is not a tongue for which I am familiar with. Don't worry, it's pretty common among rangers, I believe. Even so, I would know what it has to say. Perhaps the elf Laerdon may be of some proficiency in this writing. He is an old friend of my father's, and is here in Gothforthnier. Take the scroll to him, and ask him his opinion. If it may help us free my father, then we must learn the secrets at once. Fine, then we will seek this Laerdon. Oh yes, of course. Must be polite and close the door behind me. And Laerdon is apparently this way. Once again, we have new style doors instead of the old version doors. We have been hard pressed by the enemy for many years. It has taken a toll on us here, but none so much as Lorniel.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Alas, but I have never taken the time to learn the cruel mutterings of the orcs. I have no desire to speak with them by any means save with my sword. If this scroll did indeed come from Carn-Dûm, Elrond Half-Elven may have an interest in it, and he assuredly knows the Black speech. Go to Rivendell and seek out the master of the last lonely house, if you would know the answer to your riddle. All the way to Rivendell. Oh yeah, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. Right. Well, no reason to be rude. All I must say is, thank goodness for muster skills. They make this chain of quests all so much easier. And by chain of quests, I mean everything from here all the way down to Book 15. Hello there, Elrond. We were wondering if you knew the Black speech and could interpret this scroll for us.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
What is this? You were sent by the daughter of Goladir and by the elf Laerdon? What a strange fate has brought you hither. The shadow of Angmar has grown with the shadow of the east. Give me the scroll. I will unravel this mystery for you. All right then.
Hope is not in vain.
Ooh, hope's not in vain? You mean it's good news on the scroll? Well, no. Lorniel's hopes were not wholly in vain, I guess I should say, for this scroll does indeed reveal a way to pass the gates of Carn-Dûm. The scroll tells of a special key needed, forged of a dire black iron found only in the foul pits of Angmar, and the secrets of its crafting. I believe such a key could be made of mithril, where the strength of Moria silver may overcome whatever resistance the lock may give. Unfortunately, we do not have mithril with us. Perhaps you should seek the aid of Lord Dwyling at Thorn's Hall in Eredluin. Good grief. The dwarves know best the secrets of mithril, and it is they who you should speak with. I have transcribed the contents of the scroll in Westruun. The door should have no difficulty in reading it. Thank you. It's a nice, clear Westruun. While I suppose doing all this porting would be even easier on a hunter, I prefer warrens to hunters. Fortunately, I do have the rep port, which allowed me to get here to Thorn's Hall fairly quickly. And now let's find Dwalin, who is at his usual location right up here. Hey, may I enter? Thank you. Hello there, Dwalin. How'd you like to have another bad day? Thorn's Hall was once safely beneath the rule of the Longbeards. Yes, I've heard.
What do you need?
Greetings, Hobbit. You have come from Elrond of Rivendell? Then you will have the aid of Durin's folk. Let me see the scroll.
Come and stay a moment.
That we can forge this key, I have no doubt. But there are some items we will need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions say that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, we'll need something to cast a mold from. Now, one of the gifts Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountain was a nugget of mithril. I doubt he understood its value, so he probably left it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, he may have given it to the Matham House in Mickledelving. Perhaps the keeper of the Matham House can help you with that. As for the casting, Otley Spiderbane sent word that the Archet guards found a ruined key among the bodies of the Blackwolves. John Brackenbook may still have it. If the leader was from Angmar, as I have heard, it may be that key is just what we need to cast the mold. Right. You mean it'll just so happen to be a key to get into Carndum. Oh, joyous. Alright, I suppose I could try that. Hello there. I was wondering if Bilbo Baggins left a chunk of mithril over here.
Good day.
Yes? A mithril nugget. No, I never heard of it. What? Oh, you mean that chunk of silver old Bilbo brought back from his adventures? Yeah, I thought it was too light to be real silver. Well, it can't have much value then if it's not real silver, and I don't see why we should keep it. Here, you're welcome to take it. Really? He just handed a chunk of mithril to me? Whee! Hello there, John Brackenbook. I'm Pineleaf Nils. I don't know if you remember me. I am the stopper of thievery and mischief.
What do you need?
Yes, greetings. Yes, I remember you. What may I help you with? You say you have come all the way from the Blue Mountains to retrieve that old ruined key we found among the Blackwolves' belongings? It is true that it was found among things that were believed were Calder Cobb's, which is the only reason I kept it. It's quite useless. Here. May it assist you in your endeavors. Well, okay, we'll see if it's as useless as you think. Well then, back to the Blue Mountains! I have retrieved the key and the piece of mithril.
What do you want?
Ah, I was right! The hobbits did indeed have Bilbo's nugget. I hope you didn't have to hurt anyone to get it. No, they just gave it to me. Ooh, Foxtail didn't even know what it was? Well, it should be really no surprise to me. A hobbit would not know 'twas truly precious metals if you gave them the hoard. No offense there. Yes, and I see you retrieved the key from John Brackenbook. We have all that we need. Go now and take these items to Litley by the forge there. He will get started on the key. All right, good. Litley, or I guess, or is it Litley? See, Litley. Hey there. I was asked to bring these to you. This is a key to use for a mold, and this is a nugget of mithril.
What do you need?
So, you're the one Dwalin was talking about. So you have the mithril, I see, and that foul key from the Angmar. All right, then give me them here. I'll get started on smelting down the mithril. Now the problem is that there will be a trouble shaping the metal. Perhaps you should speak with Dwalling. I'll set the mithril on the bed of coals over here. Alright. Now, there is still a problem. Tales tell that there's a special shaping hammer that's needed for such fine work as a key. I've no such hammer, though. But best tell Dwalin that if I'm not to complete this work, I'll need such a hammer. Now, go and let him know. Alright, fine. Shaping mithril isn't easy. You need a special task for shaping is needed for fine work on mithril. Okie dokie. He says that we need a special key for shaping the mithril.
Well met.
A mithril shaping hammer. Bah! I've seen but one of these in my entire life, and I've not seen one since... Oh, dear. Why does that sound like it means that I'm in trouble?
Will you help me?
To work with mithril, you need a special hammer. So special, in fact, that we only ever had one here in Thorn's Hall. Thor's hammer. The hammer of Thorn's grandfather, which Thrain brought here. Of course, since we never had any mithril to work, we never used it. When most of the Longbeards moved back to the Lonely Mountain, the hammer got left behind and, as an insult to us, I'm sure, the Dour Hands took it and placed it in Skorgrim's tomb as a tribute to him. At least, that is what one of them told us. I've tried reclaiming the tomb, but it seems cursed. Vile things started lurking in the shadows there. I would say we should just let it lie there, but this task of yours is important enough to warrant opening the tomb again. You'll not find any dwarves willing to go in there with you, so you'll need to retrieve the hammer yourself. The tomb lies south of here, in the Berghold. Right in the Berghold. Ah, we get to go to Thorum's tomb. Oh, thrillies. Well, at least Skorgrim's no longer anywhere around to give us trouble, but there could be other matters. And what will they be? We're going to have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.